Hi. Now we have seen how the particular for loop functions in C. It's time to see what is the other way to create a looping structure in C programming. And that is called as while loop. Now I'm going to save this program first as while test. And now let's try to differentiate something. Let's see how the for functions. So how the for functions is very simple. So what you do is you give a condition, you give an initialization thing, then you give a condition, and then you give an increment or decrement operator. Now what happens here is everything is written in the same statement. It means what? Before even starting the for condition or for loop, you know how many times it is going to be executed because you have to give the condition over here. Now, there can be a situation, there can be a kind of program which will decide, or this body will decide how much or how many times to repeat this loop. Now, what would you do in such case? So, there is another construct to create loop in C programming, and it is called as while loop. Let me show you what is the difference directly by hitting a code for it. So hash include stdio.h void main. Okay, now let's take an int variable I, and now let's try to do it both ways. So first of all, for loop, for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. You know that, right? I'm still giving it as an example. Printf /n/n, repeat this I is equal to %d. So that's how this basic for loop functions. I'm just writing it here for comparison to get a perspective. So for I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I have to do the same code using while, let's see how to do that. So you have to do the initialization first. So if I comment this part of code or this much part of code and try to implement the same thing using while, then it goes like this. So I is equal to 0. What is it? This is initialization. Then we write down condition while I is less than 10. So what this is now? This is called as condition. Now here in this code, you can see init, condition and increment, decrement are at the same place. Here they are on different lines. And then you write down whatever you want to execute. So printf, this is my execution. I is equal to %d, comma I. Now the thing is, the increment decrement operator or whatever it means to you, it has to be written over here. So you can write down I is equal to I plus 1, which is also equivalent to saying I plus plus. Both of these lines have same meaning. I is equal to I plus 1 and I plus plus. So when you do I plus plus here, this is your increment or decrement operator, or INC DEC I'll write. Now you might have a question, what will happen if I don't give this INC DEC operator at all? Now in that case, what will happen? Your I is 0. It will always remain less than 10. So this printf statement will keep executing all the time. Your program will go into an infinite loop. The program will hang. If you want to see that, let's see that. So I am running it now, and you see this is just executing. Just look at this scroll, continuously executing. There is no break to it unless you break it manually. Because I is always going to remain 0. So this just goes executing on and on and on and on. Now I have given I plus plus over here. Let's see what happens. So this is my execution. I equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Got it? So this is how while loop is created, while loop is executed. There is, however, another construct to do this thing, which I am going to show you now again. So I'll just comment this part also. The another construct is called as do while. Let's see how it is executed. So I is equal to 0, do printf /n/n. This is my execution. And then whatever it is, increment, decrement, you write down over here. And you give a condition here, while I is less than 10 and semicolon. So this is called as do while and this is called as while. The difference between do while and while is the do while will execute the condition first or execute the program first and then check for the condition. Whereas while loop will check the condition first and then try to execute the program. Now here, even if your condition is false, then also this will be executed once. Let me show you the example of it. Just a moment, let me write down the value of I. I is equal to %d, comma I. So this is normal execution, 0 to 9. But if I have I is equal to 50, now let's see, this is my execution, I is equal to 50. Ideally, I is not less than 10. So in this case or in this kind of program, this code wouldn't have existed or wouldn't have worked, because while I is less than 10, then only this program will execute. Whereas in do while, what happened? See, first the execution happened. So this is my execution, I is equal to 50. And then the execution stopped because I is not less than 10 anymore. So do while and while, there is only one difference. Do while will execute the line first and then check for the statement. While, on the other hand, will check the condition first and then execute the statements. Try both of these program constructs at your end and see for the output to understand it better. In the next code, I'll give you some examples to work on do while so that you can get it clarified in your mind. Thank you for watching this video.